don't believe them niggas because them niggas start false narratives. That's all I'm saying. They start false narratives. They try to make shit. See, I know what's going to happen tomorrow on this purse bid. I know. I already had conversations with his bosses and shit. I already fucking know. I know the numbers. Nigga, I know. I'm part of it. I know what the fuck is going on. So why am I going back and forth on Twitter with these niggas when I fucking know? I'm having fucking conversations with these people that's putting the fight on. Why am I talking to Bill? Bill, why are you DMing me? You act like a little ass. You act like a little nigga. You DMing me. I'm 20. I'm your son age. And you dick riding me. I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. And you on my line, my nigga. Hey, Bill, when I beat the shit out your son, I would love for you to be my promoter. On some real shit. I would love for you to be my promoter. I'm not even gonna lie to you. No bullshit. When I beat the shit out your son, let's sing Kumbaya. You know, let's go to Dubai or something. I don't know. And, you know, let's get back cool after I beat your son ass and be my promoter. I'm gonna make you money, nigga. That's what it's about, right? I'm gonna make you money. What the fuck? You gonna have Devin and me making you millions after I beat his ass. And we can make more money. But, you know, be my promoter, Bill. Because it seems like you want to fucking, you look like you want to do it. Shit. I'm giving you the invitation. After I beat your son ass, you can come over here. You could come home. You could come home. Y'all pipe ride me. Hey, I'm telling Bill right now, stand on your word. Bill, stand on your word. You hear me? Bill, stand on your word. Stand on your word, Bill. I know what's about to happen on this purse bid tomorrow.
Yeah, I was thinking, what if Keyshawn back out of the fight with Devin Haney? What if he say, I'm good? Yesterday was announced, Dan Raphael, I believe, announced that Top Rank got Frank Martin now. Keyshawn versus Frank Martin. Keyshawn will probably make 1.5, 1.2 something. I don't know. I don't know what he got in his contract, but I think he'll make decent money for that. Versus Haney, probably get paid maybe a couple mil, 2 mil. So that means if my calculations are right, for that fight to happen, right, in the purse bid, 25% ain't much. For $2 million, that's $8 million that somebody got to put up or cough up. If that's the zone, because now we know that, hey, Devin Haney's with the zone. They paying for his fights. They got to put up $8 million so that means that Keyshawn will get $2 million. Devin will get $6 million. That'll be worth his while, I think. Yeah. What if all this shit flip? What if Key say, I'm good? Dev will keep his belt. He'll have to figure out a fight after that. Keyshawn will go fight Frank Martin. Interesting. Interesting. Look, this game changes every day. Every day. This game changes every minute. Every second. Like, it can immediately just somebody flip the script. Just as Haney did. That boy went AWOL. Haney went AWOL, didn't he? That boy said, oh, shit, I'm going to do something else. Ain't no way Shakur getting more money than me. Shit, I'm going to do something else. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about?
I think you're a hater. You know, like, a lot of people say, oh, man, Bud always hating. Like, what I had to hate on him for?
Right.
You know, I didn't support him in the Olympic trials. I didn't been in the locker room at his fights, you know, supporting him. So why would I need to hate on him?
Got you.
You know, like I said, I want to see him win. I want to see him go far as far as he can. But I think people do the same thing with Boots as they did with Spence.
Right.
You know, and it's our people. It's the urban community. That
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like he's sure really my cheat code. Like, he's my cheat code. Like I be sparring with him where it's like it's high level. Like I feel like me and him to me is like the best fighters in the sport of boxing. I don't really believe there's any better fighters in the sport right now than like me and Keyshawn. And I was just watching like me and Keyshawn fights from January 31st, and both of us like I see like the level. So he's like a cheat code. Like if I'm getting in the ring and working with that nigga, and I go in the ring with these dudes that's not as good as him because I don't believe Devin is as good as him. So like I said, it's all however it go. If me or Key get the fight, I'm cool with it either way.
Man, belts and weight classes. I think that the respect really will come from fighting a guy like Devin Haney. But he has a fight with Devin Haney coming up, and he's able to take the belt from Devin Haney. He will be the guy to beat. So yeah, I believe he'll beat Devin Haney. I just feel like he's a better raw fighter than Devin Haney. I feel like he has more tools.
You relinquished that IBF title. What's your take on?
Man, what's up with this meeting? Why are we here?
Guys, I have brought you here today to propose my plan. I don't like to lose. This is my plan to prevent all of us from losing. Let's pretend we are brothers. We won't have to fight each other. I made a contract to make sure we all agree to not fight each other.
Each other. Yo, that's a good idea. Let's do it.
But Shakur, we are in the same division. What will we do if we're forced to fight? Listen, I will get all of the belts for us. You tell everyone you don't care about the belts. That way, no one can force us to fight, brother. But Shaka, what if I outgrow my division and I have to move up to yours? Listen, little Ray Ray, when I move up, you move up. And come train at my gym so that we will never fight. What about us, Shakur? We are both champions at 140. Gary, tell him you want to fight me last. When the time comes, I will move divisions, little bro. Shakur, what about when you move up? I don't want to fight you, bro. Richardson, sign to Zuffa so that we won't fight. Before you sign, call me out.
All right, man, what it do, what the business is, word on the street. CJ know how to handle this. Get your mind right. We in the building, man. A couple things that I'm going to talk about, so we going to jump right into it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All this fugazi stuff. Fugazi stuff that been going around in boxing. At least we got football right around the corner. So that's the great thing about it. So yeah, I got some couple topics and we gonna end off on Keyshawn Davis. So apparently we have some other interesting news that's moving and grooving out here regarding y'all favorite fighter Keith One Time Thurman. So Keith One Time Thurman is apparently returning to the welterweight division. Okay. So yep, Keith is returning to the welterweight division. I don't know, man. Keith must be broke, can't stop, won't stop. He gotta fight. I know he got a wife and kids, that shit expensive, but Keith need to retire, bro. It's over with, you know. All of a sudden, if Keith had this will to fight about 3 or 4 years ago, he'd be in a good position right now. Keith, if Keith was had to fire like this when it was time to fight Earl and time to fight Terrence Crawford, guess what? He wouldn't need to still be fighting. So apparently he's targeting Liam Paro. Okay, says Keith Thurman wants to return to the welterweight division. Liam Paro is one opponent, 37-year-old, believes he can handle immediately. So he said for 47, I would prefer a December date just so I can really focus on the longevity of the cut at this age and just keep cutting nice and slow and work with my nutritionist. I believe I could probably get there, Thurman told Fight Hub TV. He said, you want to start off with Paro? Will you start off with Paro? I'll run through that. I'll run through that 147. And Keith Thurman is like that high school, super senior that's, he been held back 3 or 4 times, and now he in there with the real seniors. That's Keith Thurman trying to go back to the welterweight division and do something that he should have did 5 to 7 years ago. He was part of the reason that people seen Errol Spence as this monster of an opponent You can credit that to him. He credited this. He was one of the people that credited this version of a monster in a fight that people still want to see to this day. That still won't get delivered. You know what I mean? So I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know, so then that'll bring you closer to Keith Thurman and Devin Haney. You know, can he make the cut down at 440 at to 147 after going to 54? It's always harder to go back down. But when you got to get to the chili and you got a name, why not? But this is the prime example. When you don't put your leg work in when you young, you gotta redo it. When you don't do it right, you gotta redo it again. Now you gotta do some shit over when you was in the position to make demands and get everything in your favor. Now you in this position where you fighting young hungry champions. Now, instead of taking the risk to fight Earl some years ago, and even if you won, you might have won. Even if you lost, you know what I'm saying? You still could have bounced back. Now coming off the Fondora, you fooled. Now I get the angle, quite honestly, I get the angle because the angle is this: these young guys ain't that good, bro. They don't fight enough, They conditioning not that good. They don't throw that many pushes. So keep thinking like, you know what? If I get in the best possible shape, I can do it. Now, this is the same Keith Thurman that was turning around talking about he bullshitted around for the Fondora fight. Oh, I didn't really take it serious, and nobody want to hear them excuses. And right now, you was in there on a dangerous fight. Same thing with Foden. I didn't take a New Way serious. It's just starting to become a thing. Why wouldn't you take a fight like Sebastian Fondora, a fight like a New Way series? It's just a built-in excuse. They tell themselves that they wasn't good enough. They were not good enough. That's what it boiled down to. You were not good enough to beat these guys. I didn't really train. I didn't really train in the way I should have trained. Nah, nigga, nah. You wasn't good enough. And maybe, Paro might have talked himself into a good fight here. Allegedly, it was told to me that he asked Devin Haney for 5 M's. But it's a prime example. What I had to learn in my career is that you jumping from job to job. If you're gonna jump from job to job, bro, take a skill with you. If you jumping from job to job and you ain't taking the skill with you, you might as well stick it out. Stick it out. That's my thing. Stick it out. It may not all make sense right now, but if you stick it out long enough and you consistent and you a good employee, you know what I'm saying? Stick it out. Stick it out and don't be afraid to speak up to get your chili. Also, I would say stick it out. And when opportunities for advancement come up, go for them. Go for them. I had to tell this to one of the young guys I kind of came up in the gym with. He was like, well, I like the money I'm making. I don't want the responsibility of moving up in his profession. I keep it anonymous. And I had to tell him, I said, bro, we can't complain about we ain't got people of color in high places. You know what I'm saying? And people like you, like who have the credentials and who gonna do right, and it's gonna look good that we're gonna get more people in there. You know what I'm saying? Get opportunities because of how good you are as a person in your job. I said that's just the duty that you got, bro. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because if you don't do it and take that opportunity, then we can have guys in there that can get other people through. And that's one of the things I noticed with a lot of black people. They don't want the responsibility, bro. But then they complain about we not being in positions of power. Okay, if y'all don't want those positions of power, y'all not gonna lobby for them, y'all not gonna go for them, then we need to shut up about black people not being in the right places to get other black people advancement. So that's always been my thing. Yeah, you get on the job and people, oh, you don't want to do that job, you don't want that responsibility, nigga, please. With more money come with more responsibility. How about that? With more responsibility, with more money and more responsibility come with more freedom too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you take them shots while you're young, build while you're young, be accurate, be punctual, all those type of things while you're young. Suffer now. Suffer now. Therefore, you can laugh later. Now Keith Thurman fucking suffering now when he could have been instead of laughing right now. You think Keith Thurman still want to be fighting? No, that nigga gotta fight. He did that to himself when he could have made millions versus Devin Haney. Versus Errol Spence. It probably would have whooped him. Everything we know about Errol Spence, now he probably would have whooped Errol Spence. But now you trying to put your Amiri jeans on and your Chrome Hearts on, and that shit look trash. That Chrome Heart shit look trash. Fuck happened to fashion? You putting your Chrome Heart shit on, trying to look young, man. Nigga, if you don't go put your Helly Hansons and Pradas on and your fucking Jabos on, you old ass ninja. Yeah, I got some Chrome Heart. I be looking like, what is so good about Chrome Heart, bro? Like y'all whole, it's nothing dope about how they dress today. It's nothing nice about it. You watch how they dress today, bro. They wear them old ass shoes that our grandparents used to wear at the mall when they used to walk at the mall before it opened. It really opened, and they used to wear them thick ass shoes. Niggas can't dress today, bro. At all. Who the best dressed? Niggas be looking like a Neapolitan ice cream. Yeah, I got Chrome Heart. I be like, what? I see more ninjas with dangling earrings than anything now. Niggas earrings be dangling. Niggas got septum rings. Niggas got purses. Niggas wearing fuchsia. Niggas got wearing bonnets. They got their hand on their hip on you dip, I dip, you dip, we dip ass niggas, man. But yeah, Keith Thurman to the welterweight division. I mean, shit, fuck it. One of them young niggas got to pack Keith up like my man's packed up Omar and the Wire. Fuck it. I'm here for it. I'm here for Power and Keith. I mean, that schedule, this boxing schedule that you see now through Halloween is abysmal, bro. Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney, and whether Dula Mason and William Zepeda make a fight now, it destroyed the boxing schedule. The boxing schedule is destroyed, bro. That made or break what's gonna break it? What's gonna really break it if Williams Zepeda and Abdullah Mason don't fight? That's what's really gonna break the boxing schedule. So, but they said Paro asked for the 5 milli, a milli. Like I said before, bro. I mean, it's over with, bro. This shit gotta go dead broke. This shit gotta go dead broke. They gotta go dead broke. Dead broke. It gotta go dead broke. Dead broke, man. It's unfortunate though. In my opinion, it's unfortunate that dudes just don't want to compete, and the money is just the icing on the cake. The money is everything. The money is everything. So so Bo Mac, he got to talking today. Let's hit the blunt twice, switch lanes. I don't smoke though. Bo Mac got to talking today. So let's listen to a clip. I'm gonna say one for.
Let me ask you about Boots for
Custer
a minute, because I'm sure you saw. What did you think about that?
Hold on 1 second.
Interview that Boots had done recently, where they asked him about Terrence Crawford, and he said, "Man, that's easy work." I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, that was easy work. And Bud, I think, did an interview, called Boots a hater, and said he would have knocked him out if they had fought. You know Bud better than anybody. If those two had fought, let's say after the Canelo fight, what would have happened in a fight like that?
You know what, man? I'm gonna stick with my guy, man. I'm gonna go with my guy because for the simple fact that one thing about our team, man, we love challenges, and if we put our mind to it and we set to it, and that's what we want to do, we're gonna go out and get the win, take on the challenge. And with Bud, just look at his record, just look at his, what he's accomplished in the sport, and those last couple fights has always been challenges, and being undisputed challenges, be 3-time undisputed challenges, fighter of the year, ESPY award, two or 3 times, man. Those are challenges, man, that people put in front of Bud, and if Bud put his mind to it, he gonna make it happen, and he looks at his team to mentally, physically, and getting prepared for those type of challenges. So, Boots is supposed to say that because he he's one of the guys at the top, but I, he can't touch Bud. Man. I'm sorry. I like him as a fighter. I like him as a person. Him, his whole team over there. But I'm just being real with him. His best thing is let the man stay in retirement and ride off in the sunset. And you try to accomplish more than what he accomplished. That's the best thing I could tell anybody, and him, and his team.
So, I mean, shit, it is what it is. That was a very diplomatic answer, especially at the end. Told the nigga it's best to let the nigga be. Let the man be. Leave the man alone. I don't knock him. Leave that man alone. They just clout chase. His whole career been built off this man's name. You know, they were Spence flunkies. You know, they was mad at Terrence Crawford for some shit that happened in the amateurs with him and Ray Robinson. That was an issue. Some shit that niggas, some niggas in Philly got mad over. Still ain't let this shit go. And I continue to say it all the time. Just leave niggas alone, bro. Like, y'all know Canelo was beating on Boots in that sparring, bro. Canelo was beating on that man in that sparring session. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a beam from what I heard. He was beating on Boots' ass. So that's just what I heard. He's beating on him. So it is what it is, man. Boots is quiet. He tend to be quiet between fights. Maybe he'd pop up on Jamil channel, man. Nigga ain't. I mean, he got to prove it, man. I don't mind seeing him be the face of boxing. Very exciting guy. Take chances. Everything you like in a fighter in the ring is just like, damn, nigga, when you gonna fight somebody? In the fights that we should be, getting in the fall. When you kind of just, kind of really getting into it, Boots and Virgil Ortiz. You should be getting Devin and Keyshawn Davis. Really, Devin and Shakur Stevenson. These are some of the fights that you should be getting. Williams Zepeda and Abdullah Mason, and it'd be a shame if you get none of them. You should be getting David Benavidez and Jai Otapa. Those are the type of fights that you should be getting. And now there's a very good chance that you get none of those fights. There's a very good chance that you get none of those fights. And if you don't get none of those fights, that's an absolute failure, bro. It really is. So it's got so crazy that they want to continue to ask more of Usyk to do more. You know what I'm saying? They want to ask Bud to do more. They want to ask Inoue to jump up another weight class, or Bam to jump up, another weight class. Most people feel like it's premature. They want to ask more and more and more and more and more and more of these guys. It's time to ask some of the Gervonta Davis, the Shakur Stevensons, the Keyshawn Davis, the niggas that's running their mouth. And no more, babysitting on Abdullah Mason either. Nah, nigga, get off the porch and fight. It should be no problem for him to be in the ring with Williams Zepeda. And these are the fights that you should be getting, coming down the stretch. The Abdullah Mason, Williams Zepeda, Deron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Keyshawn Davis, Devin Haney, or Devin Haney and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? These are the fights that you should be getting coming down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? In addition, if it's a guy versus Keith Thurman versus Liam Paro, I'm cool with it. These are the fights that we should be delivering. And now instead, what do you got? Fury and Anthony Joshua. Fury about 150, Joshua about 155. Christian Shields, who no offense, but who really cares? They don't move the needle. Serrano fighting on TikTok. The women are more consistent than the guys. Canelo and Mbili is a solid fight. Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia don't really care for Rolly and T.O. Ain't nobody talking about how that fight ain't selling. Neither one of them last two fights. Nobody want to see that shit. Real talk. But Bradley wants, Jerron to clean out 60 for Terrence Crawford. My thing is this. He ain't even cleaned out 154 pounds. He said Boots ain't got anything that Crawford needs, nothing at all. Bradley said to his channel. Well, Boots go up to 160, you wipe out the whole division, and you win all the strap. And maybe that might be in time. Man, nigga might fuck around and get beat up by Arislandi Lara. You know, he might go up there and get beat up by Arislandi. If that nigga needed 2 tune-ups for Virgil Ortiz, hey, if he needed 2 tune-ups for Virgil Ortiz, bro. And 60 is right there for the taking, to be honest. He can take 60. It's, you know, they be willing to play ball up there at 160 pounds with him. You know, but is he really in the rush to do so? No, he ain't got to do all that. All he got to do is be disrespectful to Bud. Just be a disrespectful ass nigga. Go do what Gary Russell did to Leo Santa Cruz dad. Go put your arm around Bud Crawford mama, Bud Crawford dad. See how fast that nigga fights you. Put the boots in his chain around his mammy. Come on now. Them niggas, when they was just clout chasing, bro. They would just clout chasing. And it's cool. I mean, every young fighter do it. You know, Boots even move like a prospect. That's why he, that's why I don't never hear him talk about the Boots numbers. When it comes to Boots, oh, we don't talk about numbers. You know, he don't sell shit neither. So he ain't gotta do none of that. Go on, put your arm like Gary Russell put his arm around Leo Santa Cruz, daddy. Go put your arm around his mom and his daddy. Put the chain around his mom's neck or some shit like that. And I guarantee you see it. Matter of fact, put your arm around Bernie. That might even agitate a little bit more. Tell your men to stop hiding from Philly. He said Crawford would knock the dog shit out of Ennis Bradley. He said, I'm telling y'all right now, it won't be good enough. It don't matter. It ain't never good enough. It ain't never good. And then next thing they know, he got to knock out Carmel Mode, and it ain't never good enough. You know? But for the most part, that just continued to be the narrative about this shit, man. Whatever Bud do, Floyd went through the same thing. It ain't never good enough. And Boots ain't like that. I keep telling y'all that. Boots ain't like that. Boots a good kid. He's a real good kid. He need to just fight Virgil Ortiz, man, and let that be done. But that just tend to be the narrative right now. Let me read some comments. You ain't gonna be on long and not. Iron Mind, Lord Typhoon, salute. Keyshawn let me down. I believe in his skill, but he ain't got heart. He don't believe in it. So if he don't believe, why you believing? Black Jericho, salute. Yeah, smash the like button. Paro should take the fight with Devin or with Keith. I like to see either or. Solo Dolo. But Shakur, he said, I think Paro fighting Camboso next, then Dev when it's time to fight is mandatory. I don't want to see no fucking Cambo. Camboso still alive? He said, laugh about another dude asked for $5 million. Yep, Mr. T. Johnson salute. It's $5 million gross or $5 million net. Like I don't know. I heard it was 5. I had Canelo feeling like he can win. Canelo hyping him up off the Boots punching bag. Facts, because Booty Boots is ass for real. Never heard of the dude until Gilly started sucking him off. No Dilly. No Gilly. That was a mistake. No Gilly. I'm going to start that. No Gilly. Trav salute. Lara got something for him for sure. I mean, he might have to pack Lara up early. Bro, about 150 years old. You got to pack that nigga up. Don't let that shit go 7, 8, 9. Bud with K Boost chin with a counter. He ain't gonna talk crazy to Bud. Keith don't deserve. He don't. I would agree with that. Keith don't deserve a title shot. But I mean, we had a lot of shit going on. This I'm gonna end the show off with. Man, we had a lot of shit going on, man. Hold on, man. I don't even know where to start at, bro. So apparently, man, we got it's a lot been going on with Keyshawn. There's a lot of niggas defending Keyshawn. All of this, right? I'm trying to see if I can pull this up. So, Bob Mac talked about Keyshawn ducking, so let's get to it. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let's see if we get there. Change the settings. So let's go. There we go.
Speaking of getting guys to the next level, guy, you certainly help get to the next level. How about Keyshawn Davis? He was in your stable for a little while, and then all of a sudden left he was on the last stand, and when we asked him, I said, why would you leave Bomac? He said, well, I kind of want to do what Bud Crawford did. Bud Crawford's always been with his guys. That was the guys who brought him up, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm going back to my roots, and that's why I made that change. Pulled out of the Haney fight, which was been a big fight for him. What did you think when you saw that happen?
Well, man, kind of boggling to me, but I'm thinking maybe it's something that they got planned over there, or something bigger and better might come along. Because Keyshawn don't shy away from fights, man. That's one thing he don't do, and I know for a fact, I know firsthand, he wants to fight that dude. But for him to pull out, I'm thinking maybe him and Jay Prince, or them guys over there on his team, they planning something. So I'm just sitting back waiting for another announcement to come up, and Keyshawn gonna fight this guy, or Keyshawn gonna fight that guy. Because Keyshawn a dog, man. He's a straight dog. But what he did, what he doing now, it got to be all in his plans.
Were you disappointed when he left?
No, by far I'm not. Because again, I will say this again. Them guys, the other guys, need a chance too. Randall, it was his guy over there, was in the amateurs with him. He was on the same team, and when he came to train with us, he brought Randall with him. And I always felt like Randall's a great trainer. He says great things in the corner. I mean, he's Keyshawn's right hand man, and we've been together for a few fights, and Keyshawn felt like that he has the remedy. Randall got the remedy. He got more guys over there to bring in. So no, I wasn't upset, man. I did what I had to do. I made him a champion, and so what he wanted to do after that, that's just on him.
Already cool with what y'all work. Okay, listen, let me tell you. It's because you motherfuckers backed out after we've already got the date, we got the location, we got everything. So just give me some time now. Slow down. I'm talking to you, and I'm asking you, what did you have planned to get out of the purse bid, sir? This is a whole process that we're waiting for, so y'all can see exactly what our worth is. Okay, can you explain the process to us? The process is, after y'all try to lowball us, because everybody's going to try to give you what people, everybody's going to try to give you the lowest amount possible. That's just business. Okay, did we give? No, hang on. You asked me you asked me what I believe the process was. You asked me what I believe the process was. Okay, we'll go ahead. Now, okay, let me just elaborate. Now, okay, after y'all turn us down. After y'all turn us down for what we believe that we deserve, now y'all got to see the cause and effect of turning a good fight down. Okay, now that the people don't want to see those boring ass fights that y'all talking about. Okay, so did we give the offer to you, or did the company that you guys are signed to give you guys the offer? What? You can negotiate a lower price for that? No, what I'm saying is, y'all wait a minute. Listen, hold on. Okay, is it not true if we take and give Top Rank $10 million, only going to offer you guys what you guys are worth? Wasn't it co-promoted by Devin Haney Promotions? Okay, I ask you again. Was it co-promoted by Devin Haney Promotions? Okay, so okay. You couldn't have negotiated more money. You couldn't have negotiated more money for Keyshawn in order to make that fight happen. Were you promotions to come in? Were you able to negotiate more money or take less?
No, he's saying, were you
Take
expecting?
less for the fight to happen. I'm asking you, were you expecting Devin Haney Promotions to come in?
To take a bid,
Were we
like
expecting?
Teal did?
No. Listen, it's not about expecting y'all to come in. We got to. Y'all have to see that first. Y'all. Everybody is saying that he hasn't done anything. He's not a big star and all of this. But recognize what's happening after the. Okay. After this. After that fight didn't happen. recognizing all of the backlash that's accompanying. All these people are saying they calling him a duck because they want to see him fight. Nobody's waiting to see Devin fight. Y'all fighting if y'all already cool with what y'all worth.
Okay, listen, let me tell you. It's because you motherfuckers backed out after we've already got the date, we got the location, we got everything. So just give me some time now. Slow down. I'm talking to you, and I'm asking you, what did you have planned to get out of the purse bid, sir?
This is a whole process that we're waiting for. So y'all can see exactly what.
All right, I heard enough. I mean, he's obviously arguing with somebody that's not all the way there or don't really understand. I think from what I heard, that's the assistant coach, so he don't really understand what he's saying. And Keyshawn should just call him and just say, "Hey, yo, lay off the internet. That's it. Lay off the internet." And you heard what Bomac said. Ain't no sour grapes. I made him champion, and it sounded like he kind of seen the move coming because he said, I work with the main trainer, not him. I think he's the assistant trainer. And I've been working with him. And he pretty much seen the writing on the wall, Ain't no hard feelings. And, they're not going to be transparent about what they really feel. And that's the one thing about these interviews, about the internet. You ain't going to really get transparency. Either you're going to get somebody that over hate somebody or try to just not say nothing bad and step on nobody's toes. We don't get a bunch of honesty in the sport of boxing when you put a camera and microphone in somebody's face. Either they gonna pretty much be over the top, or they're gonna try to stay neutral. And Bomac just was staying neutral. He said, I made him champion, and he didn't really say he ducked Devin Haney. He said, I know it's a fight he want. No, he don't want the fight. He don't want the fight. And that's just the God honest truth. We gotta stop sitting here. And I get it, man. He don't want to be seen as a hater. It's just hard to watch, man, that he don't want the fight. However you want to slice the cheesecake, he didn't want the fight. And you won't, then this assistant to the assistant trainer won't he won't build and negotiate for his fighter. Then what do he need Jay Prince for? Keyshawn probably ain't even worth $2 million for this fight. I ain't no boxing person, but he probably even worth it too. The opportunity is where, Keyshawn Davis should lay his hat on. It's about the opportunity. And when you got an opportunity in the way Keyshawn got an opportunity, the opportunity is the interest. The opportunity is the lick. That's the lick, is the opportunity. The opportunity is what's going to get you paid in the shade, sipping lemonade. It's the opportunity. But he knew he wasn't going to win that fight. I said from the beginning, I told Coach Malachi, we was chopping it up. I said, Dev going to knock Keyshawn the fuck out. I said it on the channel. Keyshawn knew what was going on. Keyshawn knew he was going to sleep. He was going to be a Nicki Minaj slumber party. He crazy, but he ain't stupid. They know it was nap time. Like, bro, if they told you to fight for $500,000, nigga, fight for $500,000 if you believe you gonna win. If you really think you can win, fight for $500K then. Don't matter. It's an opportunity, man. Floyd took 25% versus De La Hoya. There's been fighters that's active fighters that's fought for free who ain't get nothing. But they ran off with an opportunity. The opportunity, man, you beat Devin Haney, you the man. He didn't believe he was gonna win. He didn't believe he was gonna win, and they were still willing to get on the extra $1 million he lost in the purse bid. So he still was gonna make $3 million. They said he stopped answering the phone. The intent from them was, from what's old buddy name, the intent from James Prince was never to put his fighters in the ring. Don't tell me shit about mob ties, boxing side of things. Don't tell me nothing about them niggas. No, I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it from those guys, man. Then I told y'all from the beginning, this shit ain't hard to read, bro. I told y'all from the beginning, they had no ambitions on. I said from the beginning, Keyshawn was gonna duck that fight. Ask anybody that heard me. I said Keyshawn gonna duck that. Keyshawn ain't taking that fight, bro. And y'all some real sap sucking ass individuals if y'all watch their next fight. If you buy their next fight, man, fuck them niggas, dog. With all due disrespect, fuck them dudes, man. Should nobody be putting no Sonic rings in their pocket, bro. This coach on every channel, slow than a motherfucker, man. He got radio in his corner, bro. How can he win? The whole corner slow. And that's the problem, because these niggas won't tell these dudes about themselves. Like they coddle Tank. And Tank's a great fighter. They all took the high road versus Tank, and all Tank did was badmouth all them niggas, bro. From Bud to any other, Deontay Wilder, he even badmouth Calvin. Let's keep it real. But y'all sit here and y'all feel bad for these. I don't feel bad for these dudes, bro. Because ain't none of them trying to get in the blender and fight nobody. That's a fact. Ain't none of them trying to fight nobody. Ain't nobody trying to fight nobody. Ain't nobody trying to fight nobody. And it's a whole bunch of excuses being made. Oh, you got to give us more money, bro. You ain't even worth $500K, bro. After what you did, after you popped hot versus Fouad versus Nair Albright. You know what I'm saying? After popped hot, then you blew off the weight. You refused to cut the weight for the De Los Santos fight. Then you taunted the fans by eating some nachos or a hot dog and laugh, and then you go in the back and jump on old buddy. And Bomac and Terrence had to cover that up. Then you turn around and do this. What are we talking about? Why I feel bad for this individual? Y'all be thinking, oh, he from Norfolk, he from Baltimore, he from Newark, he from Jersey. I mean, he from New York. That shit don't mean shit, dog. These niggas ain't street niggas, man. These niggas ain't street, bro. Street don't make you tough. They ain't street and they ain't tough. They ain't street and they ain't tough, bro. Keyshawn ain't built like that, dog. He run his fucking mouth too much to be built like that. He ain't built like that. He run his mouth too much. They never intended on fighting, bro. It was to get Devin to drop that belt. And Shakur Stevenson, another goofy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about that, but man, let's move over. So I ain't even listened to this, but I got tagged in this. Shout out to Mr. T. I ain't even listened to this shit, man. But had Devin did this, everybody has something nasty to say.
It's Keyshawn, Ducky, and Devin.
Damn, why you do that?
Want to have the conversation. I want to have a conversation.
Not a good look. Y'all know that's my guy. I'll put him as a future pound. It's not a good look. The Keyshawn I know is just like I don't say Duck Devin, but it don't look good. I'm hoping it's the business side, but I can't count people's pockets. I can't count people's lifestyles. If I'm Keyshawn Davis, I'm taking the fight. I'm betting on Keyshawn. I'm betting that I'm gonna go up in there, get the job done. If you want to do a rematch clause, we'll do a rematch clause with more money. But I'm betting on myself. That's how I thought you guys did in sport boxing. I don't know, Sean. Your first shot, it was less money than you want, but you have to do what you have to do. That's what I would think. I can't count my man's money. It's not a good look. And y'all know that's my guy. I'm still backing him now. I'm still Keyshawn all day. But
I remember being in that position, I think 2 times where, and then after that, it was just my mindset became the money's going to always be what it is. I'm going to do what I got to do, and the money's going to always be what it is. I don't necessarily refer to it as a duck. A lot of people, everyone I feel like is referring to it as a duck. And what I say is 2 things. Number one, we don't know, and we never know how much of the business is moving before these fighters, right? Or behind these fighters.
Yeah.
To the point where, for me, if Keyshawn don't come out himself and say, hey, this is what it is, this is what I said, they didn't want to do this, and so we not doing it. If he not coming out speaking like that, then to me, from where I was at, sometimes it was like, no, we just gonna be quiet. No, we're not gonna say this. No, we're not gonna do that. And sometimes you just never really know. For me personally, I don't look at it as a duck, and I personally take it offensive when I hear fans and people saying, "Oh, you ducking, you ducking." Number one, you don't know what the business is. Number two, you don't know what that fighter is trying to accomplish for themselves. Now, at this point, you would say, what could Keyshawn possibly trying to accomplish? If the kid is asking for more money, he might be pricing himself out. Now, to play devil's advocate, he might be pricing himself out because he knows that the money ain't there and he don't want that risk and that reward. But at the same time, can you be mad at him? But this is what I do know. Fighters ain't afraid to get in the ring. We're not afraid to get in the ring and do what we got to do, especially when we can look at a couple of fights and say, oh, yeah, I'm better than him. Oh, yeah, all I got to do is this or that. When you refer to it as a duck, this is what my request is. Don't refer to it as a duck from a standpoint of somebody not having the heart to get in the ring with somebody else. Refer to the duck from a standpoint of business. To me, it ain't got nothing to do with somebody being afraid. And a lot of times fans get mistaken that somebody's afraid to get in the ring. And that more times than not is not the case.
Jantel, is a duck?
Yeah, I think so because and I agree with Sean. I don't think
I see
Keyshawn
both
Davis
sides.
is huh?
I see both sides. I see where.
Yeah, no, I get what Sean's saying, and I agree with him. I don't think Keyshawn Davis is afraid of Devin Haney. I think he believes he could win that fight. But if you do a lot of barking for the last half year, pulling up in Los Angeles where they film Friday and just egging it on, barking for it, asking for it. Your manager goes and makes you the mandatory for it. You get reportedly an offer of $3 million before it gets the purse bid. Even after your management takes 25, 30%, if that is true, like Sean said, we don't actually know these things for a fact, but let's just say they're taking 25, 30% and you're left with about 2 million. Let's say you're left with 1.7, 1.8, 1.5 after taxes, and the trainer takes this and the management takes that and the lawyer takes that and that's still really good money.
You walk away with $1 million after everything.
It's still really good money. It's still really good money, but at the other side of that is imagine what he's trying to do. He's trying to get over that threshold. In order for me to get over that threshold,
you got to win the fight to get over that threshold.
You got to put yourself on that level.
You got to take this fight and beat Devin Haney, and then you are over that threshold. You know,
you're the guy.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do know Top Rank has these extensions in their contracts that if you win a world title, they get an extension out of you for X number of fights. Maybe he thinks he can get to Zuffa. I mean, that's pure speculation, but maybe he's like, hey, let me fight a Frank Martin or two and get out of here.
Okay, so to what Chantel said, then why just say, you know what, Bill, I don't want the fight. This is what I'm trying to do, to be honest with you. I'm trying to get out this deal. And when I get out this deal to Zuffa, then we can make something happen. That's all you have to say to Bill. Instead of just going for it. Nobody care. Your business is how your business is set up. That's not Devin's concern. Devin went out there. Devin got his money, and he went out there and got you some money, more money than you made. Your next fight, if you fight Frank Martin for $1 million or $500,000, they still gonna eat that money up. You're gonna still take home less money than you made versus Devin Haney. And Sean is talking from a perspective of a fighter, because he was a guy that was scared of Errol Spence. But in general, I don't believe that these fighters in this generation they're not afraid to get in the ring. They are afraid to get in the ring. They are afraid. That's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, no fighter. Yes, they are. They are afraid to get in the ring. We've seen motherfuckers get out the ring, cry in the ring. We've seen people quit in the ring. That's dead. That's dead. This whole notion that ain't no fighter scared to get in the ring. These niggas got nerves. They got emotions. They got feelings. Because obviously, if it wasn't nothing to get in the ring, that's $3 million. It ain't like nobody fought because they chopped your bread up like that. You didn't do business the right way. Had you not jumped on Nair Albright and Jay Prince had to get you out of a sticky situation, guess what? Your business was still originally your business would still be right. Your business will still be right. You did that to yourself. You put yourself in the situation in where you had to go cut Jay Prince in to get you back in the ring. Your gas tank was on E and wasn't no drinks on you that night. You had to go sell your soul to Jay Prince for your money. Ain't nobody fault. He's scared to get in the ring because he was gonna get dog walked. He was gonna get dog walked. Come pick on me. Come do this. Come do that. Like, come on. That's like Shakur getting chased by a pit bull and not you trying to get the pit bull attention. Not a pit bull want you. Now Shakur didn't got away. Now you stuck in the tree. Shakur ain't come back and try to, bring a card. Shakur ain't try to help you or nothing. Fuck all this. Oh, it's not a duck. It's a duck, nigga. They always trying to be political. Now, if Devin Haney did the same thing, Sean Porter be saying it's a duck. This Sean kind of show you kind of Sean character too. He was sitting there basically, talking shit about Bud being with Victor Conti and shit. Remember that shit? He was sneak dissing. Then he was talking about Devin being with Victor Conti and Devin and Bill like, nigga, you introduced us to Victor Conti. He's a real, like, if you really listen to Sean Porter, nigga, ain't the type of nigga I fuck with, bro. Like, he's a real snake ass nigga, man. Once you really listen to how he be, he's really a lot of jealousy and vitriol there. Yeah, he's a fucking weasel. Once you really like listen like how he said, I guarantee you, if Devin was in this same predicament, bro, I guarantee you, it wouldn't be, oh, it's just the business. Oh, Dev used to making $10 million a fight. Now he only got to make $2 million. If Dev didn't take that too, I told y'all, I listen to these niggas, man. Ain't no objectivity, bro. Ain't no objectivity in the media, bro. Because this ain't even no question. Do you think it's a duck? Nigga, it's 100% a duck. What are you trying to be? Oh, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Ain't no devil's advocate. The motherfucker didn't want to fight. He knew from the beginning the play was you drop the belt and we get the belt and we don't fight you. It ain't no guesswork. It ain't no assumption. That's what it was. He ducked. Oh, Debo, pick up on me. You always picking on the Hector, pick on the black fight. And then he ran like he ran. And then he wanted to show up at the top ranked gym once Devin left the top. Why did they even let this nigga in the top ranked gym? He shouldn't even be allowed in the top ranked gym. He wasted y'all money and time multiple times, bro. And then the WBO, oh, we're going to drop him to number 7. No, drop him the fuck out of every sanctioned belt body. He shouldn't be ranked nowhere. And that's the problem with boxing. They pop hot. They still get the whole world titles. They duck phase like this. They still ranked inside the top 10. This is what I be saying, man. What's the point? Motherfuckers still advocating for Keyshawn ain't. I ain't trying to hear that shit no more, dog. Look at the schedule, bro. Look at the schedule. Look at the schedule. There's no good fights coming up, bro. Other than Atama and Philip Hargovich, the schedule is weak. It's weak, bro. So when they don't make this type of fight, or Devin and Shakur, Devin and Keyshawn, when you don't get that fight, bro, what do you got? Especially if they'll make Abdullah Mason and Williams Zepeda. The shit is terrible, bro. Christian Shields, who cares? Another woman fighting. Rana Serrano fighting on TikTok Live. Rolly and T.O. How's that on pay-per-view? Nobody's buying that. They can't sell tickets. Michaela Mayer, no offense to her, like her, don't care. This is the best fight of Tom Hargovich. Then Pro Box to say today. Lester Martinez versus Luca somebody. Katie Taylor, I don't care. All these girls fight. Nobody care. Silvanti, Santiano, the dude that Norman beat to get the WBO belt fighting. Abbas Barrow, the dude that Xander just beat. He just signed the top rank. Ryan and Connor, ain't nobody buying them tickets. Pitbull Cruz, nobody want to see that shit. Ben Whitaker fighting another fucking jelly donut. Dalton Smith and Puello don't really. It's a solid fight. Alvarez and Mombili, I like that fight. But other than that, man, this shit weak. This shit weak. You got all these different fighters. Bro. And ain't nobody scrapping, bro. You ain't getting no fights that you want to see. But I'm going to let them finish.
And try to get some of that big money while it's still being handed out over at Zuffa. But no, I think it's a case where if you really believe you can win the fight, take career high money, beat Devin Haney, and then you're going to be entitled to the kind of money, or a lot closer to the kind of money you think you should get. But Keyshawn's won one world title at lightweight. He didn't make it to his first title defense. He handpicked Edwin De Los Santos for Top Rank. Didn't make weight. Comes in at 140. Looks great against Jermaine Ortiz. Fights Albright again. Wasn't happy with Top Rank about having to do that fight. And this was it. This was the fight he got what he asked for. He winds up walking away from the table. It is a duck to me, but again, I don't think he's afraid of Devin Haney, to your point, Sean. I'm not getting the two confused, but it's a bad look. The truth is, though, we could dogpile on it. I could do a show with Raheem about it, and
that continues to be the problem with me because, they dogpile on certain people and then they give certain people a pass. No, he's scared. Fuck that. He's scared to fight Devin Haney. Why that ain't the narrative? He's scared to fight Devin Haney, bro. Like, fuck all this. Oh, I don't think yes, he's scared. Career high money. Your company worked with Devin Haney company to make the fight. You're scared to fight. Yeah, career. Oh, maybe the way he got his money split up is his problem. Well, however your finances is coming out your check, come on, they're gonna come out the same way for that $500K. That $1 million that you made for that person. And man, like I said before, man, they be killing me with this shit, dog. If this was Devin Haney that did this, oh, he's scared and he's a coward, and he was a scared and a coward because Ryan Garcia cheated him and didn't even quit in that fight. I'm just telling y'all, just read the media, bro. Just read these niggas, man. Everybody's scared to tell the truth. Everybody is scared to tell the truth, bro. Everybody is scared to tell the truth. They will stand high and proudly and flat out lie to the fans. They're lying. It is a duck. It is a duck. It ain't no two ways around it. It's a duck. He's scared. Career high payday, feather fisted Devin Haney. What else do we need to bring up? It's a duck. This is hilarious to me. This is hilarious. He ducked. He's scared. Career high payday. You can get it. He knew he was getting stopped, bro. I told y'all that from the beginning. Shakur knew he was getting stopped. I don't want to hear nothing from them dudes, bro. They didn't go hard enough on Shakur. They ain't go hard enough on Keyshawn. Fuck mob ties. This is the problem in boxing. They ain't produced one superstar, bro. One superstar in boxing, mob ties has not produced. So, come on. Andre, no offense to Andre Ward, he wasn't no superstar. Shakur damn sure ain't gonna be no superstar. Keyshawn had the potential. He ain't gonna be no superstar. They always giving these weak ass niggas a pass. They ain't no passes, bro. Shouldn't nobody be giving Keyshawn a pass? He shouldn't even be allowed at the top ranked gym. He shouldn't even be allowed there. Why is he even there? Well, maybe he was trying. Maybe he shouldn't have opened his mouth. All you do is say, Bill, look here, man. Hey, the way this contract fucked up with the top rank, bro, I'm trying to get out this contract, and then me and your son can squabble. That's all he had to say. But all of a sudden, nigga don't want to answer his phone and shit. He don't want to answer his phone. He don't want to negotiate. And Bill was saying, like, bro, I was asking, what else do you want? He didn't want to fight, bro. Bill was saying, I was asking him, what else did he want? He said he was trying to negotiate and see what else financially did Keyshawn want? He said Keyshawn would not answer the phone. Didn't Bob just say Keyshawn wouldn't answer the phone? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He was scared, bro. And therefore, if they calling Keyshawn, they calling Jay Prince. They calling Jay Prince. That's the vibe. They calling Jay Prince. That's the vibe. If they calling Keyshawn, that means they couldn't get a hold of Jay Prince, or Jay Prince told them to call Keyshawn directly. But but as long as they start coddling and these motherfuckers on this, let you know, man, the media is paid off, bro. These niggas are individual podcasts and still won't be real, bro. and still trying to get a deal. They got individual podcasts. You got your own platform. You bought your own microphone, and you still can't tell the truth. You still a slave to your trade. You still can't tell the truth. What's the point of having this microphone if you got to talk in hieroglyphics and shit? Come on, you got to talk in hieroglyphics. You can't even talk how you want to talk. Ain't no way you can't say this shit ain't no duck, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. And then the nigga named the businessman. Nah, man, you doing bad business. You hustling backwards all the way around. I don't want to see that nigga fight no more. Don't tell me about this nigga, man. I don't want to see him fight no more. I never liked Shakur Stevenson the way he fought in the last since he came up to 35. I ain't like that nigga, man. I want to see these goofy ass niggas fight no more, bro. I don't want to see it. And Keyshawn, the same nigga. Oh, Mexicans run boxing. These niggas is sellouts, bro. They selling out instead of standing on your power and fighting the best available. They'd rather go Buffoon and Coon and Hector. Then you got Shakur out here talking about I'm 50% Puerto Rican, nigga. Bro. It's a tragedy. It's a fucking tragedy, bro. It's a tragedy, dog. All the way around, it's a tragedy. I'm 50%. I'm 50% Puerto Rican. Like, bro, you don't even like yourself, bro. You don't even like yourself, man. It's just another inner battle that you see with a lot of these fucking niggas in life, bro. A lot of these current black people. They don't like themselves. They hate their skin color, bro. I'm 50% Puerto Rican and this, that, and the third. But it's the same dude that was on Fight High talking about how hard it is as a black man. So I guess he doing the Enos Kanter and the Royce White and saying that I'm identifying as a Puerto Rican now. I'm a transmission Puerto Rican. I guess this nigga a transgender Puerto Rican now. I guess he identifying because he ain't no man, bro. I'll tell you that right now. He ain't no man. But it's funny how it's hard to get Devin Haney credit in this shit, dog. It's funny, bro. It's hard to give him credit, bro. Come on. Come on. It's crazy. But, this life and times we live in, man. But then, he said he really wish he don't wish he was a black man. I told y'all that, man. He don't even conduct himself as one. He don't conduct himself as no brother, man. Him or Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn grew up in the South and out here buffooning and cooning, man. Low key, that nigga probably got a Confederate flag hanging over his fucking bed. Low key, he probably got a Confederate flag hanging over his bed. I promise you that. Nigga he gonna probably go to the ring with some Confederate draws on and shit. But as long as y'all keep supporting and not calling out the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? This what we got to deal with, bro. Everybody want to be so softly speaking on all this shit. Like when Canelo popped hot, everybody wanted to speak so however softly. Come on, they don't ever talk about how Ryan fight ain't selling or Rolly and T.O. ain't selling. You know this, but it was two niggas fight. Oh, they selling their tickets for 100% off. You can get a free ticket. I'm telling y'all, man, watch the media, man. That's why they hate niggas like me, because I'm gonna tell y'all how it is. These niggas is frauds, bro. They frauds. I keep telling y'all that, man. These niggas is frauds. Like they intentionally trying to destroy the sport. Shakur identifies a car. Come on, man. This nigga really wanted to grow up and be Tank. It's crazy, bro. He doing the same shit Tank doing. No heart. But he said, Blank just text me, I'll tell y'all what I got. Said Blank just text me while Spence was on Al Heyman shit list before Heyman pulled the Houdini act and disappeared, allegedly with all that money. Blank said that Heyman didn't have a choice but to make the Crawford Spence fight with the money that was for the Canelo versus Spence at 60 with the rematch clause because Crawford had investors already on the table, which was BLK Prime or Black Prime that was already ready to put up $50 million, 25 for both fighters, a piece for both fighters. and BOK, I think he meant BOK Prime was getting their money back off the pay-per-view sales. Heyman already knew that Crawford had investors ready to put the money up for the fight, and he said that he's the only one that's touching his fight. Talking about Al Heyman. If Crawford didn't have the BOK Prime behind him, Blase told me he don't think that the fight would have happened. He said Blank just texted me and said that Thurman is about to get a title shot at 47, and if he wins, that will set up the Devin Haney fight. I just read that. So Blank told me Devin was willing to fight Thurman, boost Charlo at 54 before he started talking to the Australian motherfucker before he priced himself out. So there's some news that just came in like the last day or two. So that is what it is, bro. So that's all I had, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.